doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make churro apple pie bombs. Now, the motivation for this recipe came with a conversation I had with my wife Monica a few nights ago. I was trying to think of different recipe ideas to share with you guys, and she brought up a point which I never really considered. Most of my videos consist of a main meal, the main course. And she said, you know what, you never really focus on any kind of desserts. And I thought about it, and I said, you know, you're right. So I thought I would bring you a dessert video today. The reason I picked this video mainly is that it's super easy. You only need 5 ingredients. The other reason is my son absolutely loved churros. My mom was down here a couple weeks ago, and she took my son Kyle to Costco, and they had a hot dog and a soda, and then for dessert they had a churro. And if you're unfamiliar, a churro is just like a big pastry similar to a donut that's served in a long stick, and they roll it in cinnamon and sugar. So that's what I'm going to be making for you today. It's going to be a ball that's going to be rolled in cinnamon and sugar, but on the inside it's going to be like an apple pie. Now, the easiest way to do this is to just pick up a can of apple pie filling. So this is one where it's already done. You just have to open the can. I'm going for simplicity today. I can tell you when I'm later on in the video how to make your own apple pie filling. It's just, it's easy, it's just a little more time consuming. You want to get a package, or a can I should say, of the pre-made biscuits. This right here is the Pillsbury Grands. It doesn't have to be Pillsbury brand. I'm not endorsing them. It's just what they had at my store. You want to get some cinnamon, you want to get some sugar, and a stick of butter. Okay? So that's all you need. Super easy, super fast, and it's something you can just throw together in a matter of minutes, and everyone's going to be very pleased because it's going to be an absolutely delicious dessert that you can share with your family and friends. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Okay, the first thing we want to do is to empty out the apple pie filling. And you can see this right here. This is store-bought. There's many different brands. And we're just going to empty it into a bowl. Now, from what I read on the recipe I got online, was that 1 can is good for 2 cans of biscuits. I mean, 1 can of the apple pie filling. And boy, ooh, it smells good. Now, like I was saying earlier, if you want to make this yourself, you could just take some apples and cut them into pieces like this, and then put them in a saucepan with a little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and just cook it on low heat until they get softened up. It's pretty easy. But you know what? This is much easier. Okay, so I'm just going to empty around half the can. I don't even know if we're going to use that much. And now, since these are obviously way too big, we're going to just take a knife and a fork and kind of try to slice these apple pieces into smaller pieces. Maybe around 1/4 to 1/2 inch, something like that. You know, because we want to be able to stuff these things. We're going to take each biscuit half and make it into a little pie crust, like a little mini pizza, and we're going to stuff the inside with this filling. And then we're going to go ahead and stuff the inside, roll it up like a little meatball that's stuffed with the apples. So pretty easy, pretty quick. So this is probably the most time-consuming part here. So let me continue to cut this up. We'll be back in a second. I'll show you how it should look like. Alright, so here we are. I opened up the can of biscuits, and there are exactly 8 of them. So just put them on a plate like this. Here is the apple pie filling that you can see here, cut into small pieces. I'm just going to put that aside for now. And then we have a little bit of just all-purpose flour. Now, the reason I'm going to do the flour now is because we're going to apply some to the cutting board here, just so things don't stick. Kind of spread it out. And now we're going to, like so. You're going to take each biscuit here, and each biscuit is actually like 2 pieces. So you want to kind of pull apart at the seam very carefully, and you'll be able to pull them apart. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. This one's like the butter crust or something. It's got little yellow lumps in it. Just like so. This one's like the butter cr So now each biscuit, we're going to turn 8 into 16 now. So just take your time. Very carefully. They should peel apart very easily. Okay. And that one, you can see the little seam line here. Just kind of pull with your fingers gently, and it'll come apart like so. Alright, so here we are. I've separated it into 16 thinner pieces. So we're just going to take them here with a little flour, and we're just going to take a rolling pin here, and we're just going to try to flatten them out. And I guess I should have put some flour on my rolling pin. Wasn't thinking. Alright, there we go. And you just want to thin them out here. We want to kind of get them flat. Just like so. Alright. You can kind of stretch them. Try to make them in a little bit of a... just like that. That's perfect. Okay. Next one. So just continue to do this. Each one. Roll them flat. Try to make them into little round, like mini pizza doughs, I guess would be the easiest way to look at it. And then we'll be back in a second. I'll show you how they look like. And we'll stuff them with that apple pie filling. Alright, so here we are. I have a bunch of them laid out here. Make sure to put a little flour on both sides so it makes it easier to kind of roll them into balls and stuff them with the pie filling. Now I'm cooking this on a dish here, cooking sheet in my oven at 400 degrees for 11 to 15 minutes. You can also do these in an air fryer. I think 350, 375 for around 8 to 10 minutes. So to prevent any kind of sticking, I'm just using some canola oil spray. Then I'm just going to lay down a little coating here so they don't stick on some aluminum foil. And now we're just going to take a little spoon. Easier said than done. We don't want to kind of go nuts on this. We just want to put a little bit of filling in the center. Let me see if I can do this here. One more, because we want to have enough room. And now we're going to kind of fold these up like a taco and try not to get the filling on the seams, because makes it a little bit harder for them to want to stick. Kind of like so. I'm going to do a little ball. And then I'm just going to kind of squeeze it together like this, like a little ball. Just like that. I could probably stuff a little bit more in. And then we're just going to lay it with the seam side down in the pan. Let's try that again. I'll try to see if I can put a little bit more in this time. And just like I said, use your best judgment. Oh, this stuff smells good. I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, look how easy this is. It's pretty easy. Okay, this is a little bit bigger piece, so I think I can get away. And I hope that's not too much. Let's see, roll it up like, you know what? I think that might be too much. Let me take one of those out. Okay, there we go. So kind of fold it up like a taco. Then we're going to fold up like this. Taco burrito. There we go. This one looks more like a loaf than a ball, but we'll kind of shape it into a little ball. Just like that. And you want to put them on here a couple inches apart because they're going to blow up a little bit. So I'm going to continue to do this, and we'll be back in a second. I'll show you when they're all done. Alright, here they are, ready to go. Just put them on a cookie sheet like this. I try to squeeze one extra one in here. Hopefully it'll cook okay. But there you go. We'll throw these in the oven and see how they come out. Be back in a second. Alright guys, I just turned on the oven. I forgot to turn on the oven. Preheat the oven, 400 degrees. So since I have time to wait for it to preheat, time for a beverage review. I'm having a Petrus Aged Red, product of Belgium, 8.5% alcohol. I guess it's made with cherries. It's 2 out of 5 on the sour scale. I've had some red ales before from Belgium, pretty good. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And this is my daughter Ava Grace and my son Kyle.
Hello.
Ava Grace is having something. I already poured hers, so that's why the bottle's half empty. This is Arizona Mucho Mango Fruit Juice Cocktail. I know Kyle's tried this in some video in the past, but Ava Grace has never tried it.
I did get sick earlier, so not too much sugar for me.
Okay. And
so
then
I don't get any more of that.
Kyle's trying something from Brisk Juice Drink. It's lemonade. It's got a bunch of aliens on it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's called Brisk Juice Drink Lemonade. It's got a bunch of aliens, like alien jerky. So I have no idea.
I've had them, I'm guessing.
Well, I'm not sure, but that's what Kyle's having. Okay, so.
That place that's next to Nevada. Yeah.
Yeah, on our way to Vegas?
Yeah, we were on our way
Now,
to
I've
Vegas.
heard of Brisk. I've had something else of theirs, not on camera. And
They have iced tea, I think.
they're just one of those, like,
Alright, Kyle, there you go.
they're one of those, like,
Excuse me, Chris?
what do you call them? Those, like, franchise, like, you know, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I think it's owned by
Pepsi,
Coke, the company.
It's probably just a typical lemonade.
Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Oh, this is nice and dark. Only 11.2 ounces. I don't like that. They kind of rob you of 0.8 of an ounce. Ooh, nice head. Alright. Want to smell? Do you smell cherries?
Kinda, yeah. What does yours smell like?
Lemons.
Put your cap on so we don't
It
spill.
does kind of smell like lemons, yeah.
As always, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
Which one is this, mango?
That's mango.
Wait, didn't I try this one already?
No, you never tried it.
No, you didn't.
No? Alright, I think you've had some other mango, like the Stater Brothers brand or something, but not Arizona. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. We're looking forward to these churro apple pie bombs here in a minute.
Do they make it in Arizona?
Well, that's just the name of the company. Okay, give it a sip. Don't drink it all in one sip. And look at the camera and tell them what you think.
Alright.
Ooh, that's good. Lots of cherries. Wow. Initially, it's a little sweet, but then the aftertaste comes. The sour kicks in, which I kind of like, because I'm not a real sweet person. And it tastes a little alcoholic. You can definitely tell. But I bet you halfway through it, that'll kind of dissipate a little bit. I do like these Belgium, whatever they call them, red ales or aged red. Yeah, I like it. Aged in oak barrels. Very good flavor. Okay. You drank it all. Alright.
Cheers if an empty drink.
So what do you think?
Okay, so what I was gonna say.
Next time, tell her to drink it all, and then she won't.
Yeah, I guess got to use reverse psychology. Okay, so tell them what you think.
Okay, this is one of my favorite mango drinks.
Alright.
This.
Mucho mango. So you'd recommend it?
Yeah, I recommend it.
Alright, Colin, what about
Drink
yours?
it.
Now, this is a really short thing, because, so, like, it's just one of those, like, it just tastes like a typical lemonade. It doesn't taste much different. It's a little sour, and it's like, you know, but if you're like, you know, if you're in the, you know, North America, where, in the West Coast, they have this, like, if you go to a mall, or, well, not because of Corona now, but if you go to a mall or a restaurant, they usually have them in vending machines. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one of those, you know.
I never seen the lemonade. I know they make an iced tea, a lemon iced tea
I think
that they
make a
call
fruit
brisk.
punch.
Yeah, they might make a fruit punch. I can't remember. But would you recommend it? Is it good?
It's good. It's nothing crazy special, and it's not bad, but
Okay.
You know.
Alright guys, we'll be back in a little bit. Wait for that oven to heat up to 400 degrees, and then we're going to dip these balls in butter and roll in the cinnamon sugar mixture, hoping they're going to be delicious. Till then, I'm going to enjoy these drinks with my kids.
Cheers for an empty drink.
We'll see you in a little bit. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, it's just beeped. It's at 400 degrees. I'm going to stick these in here. We're going to give them 10 to 15 minutes. I'll start checking on them in around 10. Be back in a minute. Alright, in preparation of this coming out of the oven, we're going to take 1 stick of butter, and I'm just going to melt this in the microwave and then stir it with the spoon just so it's melted. And then get another container, and we're going to mix our sugar and cinnamon mixture. So we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of regular old white sugar, and then we're going to add 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. That's it. I'm just going to stir it up here. And this is what we're going to roll those balls, apple pie bombs, I guess I should call them, to make it taste like a churro. So there you go. I'll put this aside and we'll have this ready to go when they come out of the oven. Alright, here we are, fresh out of the oven. They went around 16 minutes. I set the timer for 10. But then they weren't quite brown, so I gave it another 5, and then they still weren't quite brown, so I let it go another minute. And now you can see they're fully brown on top. Over here, I have 1 stick of butter that I melted in the microwave for around 25 seconds and stirred real good. And here's our sugar cinnamon mixture. But they're a little too hot right now. It's just to show you how they're going to look like underneath. Okay, these are good, but I'm just going to let them cool for a few minutes. Then we're going to dip them in the butter, into the brown sugar, and I got a little cooling rack here with a little thing on top here so we can lay them down so if any any sugar or cinnamon drips off, it doesn't make everything messy. So we'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just going to let them cool because they're really hot. I just took them out of the oven. Be back in a few minutes. All right, it's been a few minutes. These have cooled off. They're still warm, but you know. So what you're going to do is you're going to take them now individually. I'm just going to use one hand. This is going to get kind of messy, but yeah, what can you do? I dip it in the melted butter, let it drip dry a little bit, and then right into the sugar mixture. There we go. Make sure to get the sides. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Looks like a mini donut. All right. You know, I never tried this before, but hey, okay. So I'm just going to continue to dip these like this into the cinnamon and sugar mixture. Get the sides. We're just going to let them cool for a minute, and then we'll get the family out here. We'll try. I'm actually interested, mostly. I mean, I can imagine how it's going to taste with the cinnamon sugar mixture. It's just like a churro, but it's kind of interesting about that apple pie filling. Kind of because I like apple pie, and there's going to be some warm apples coming out of there. That's going to be good stuff. All right, I'll continue to do this. We'll be back in a second. All right, here we are on the cooling rack. They've been on there for a few minutes. They're still warm. I'm going to let them cool just for a couple more minutes, but man, they look good and they smell good. Woo! We'll be back in a second. We'll slice one open, see what's inside. Here we are, guys. Look at these, man. Look how delicious they look. Alright, so I put one on the plate here just to kind of cut one open, see what's going on inside. Well, we know what's going on inside, right? But let's just see. Yeah, I feel like I'm opening up a steak or something. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright, man. Let me get my son out here and my wife. We'll give these a try. Tell you what we think. Be back in a second. Alright, welcome back. I'm here with my whole family. My wife Monica, my son Kyle, my daughter Ava Grace. She's going to try some, even though she can't eat solid food, but she's going to lick some of the sugar and cinnamon.
But this girl loves
because I guess she
spice.
needs more sugar today.
She loves but she loves cinnamon and spice, so she's happy.
Alright, so I've cut a couple pieces in half here. So Kyle, just grab one. There you go. You got a good looking one. And we haven't tried these yet, so I have no idea. You too, Mom.
Okay.
And Ava Grace, this one's yours. You can lick that one.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
apple filling inside. Okay, try it, Mom.
Okay.
Oh, what's this stuff on the back of it? Apple?
Mmm.
So this is an apple and cinnamon churro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they call it apple. Wait.
Oh, wow, that's good.
No. Call it a churro apple. What
I don't know, but it's good.
Churro apple pie bomb, right? I think.
So these,
Hey, it's your recipe.
a normal churro's like really crunchy. These are like chewy, and then on the inside it's like what an apple pie has.
They are so good.
No.
These are really good.
Very good.
What do you think?
So good. I think I might have one more.
Awesome.
Awesome. She likes the cinnamon sugar.
And you guys saw how easy it is. And like I said,
I love
you can
it.
also make it in the
Good.
air fryer.
Thumbs up. That's
But
good.
yeah, 5 ingredients, homemade churro apple pie bombs.
These are really good.
Delicious.
Wow. That could impress some guests if you had them
Yeah,
over
well,
and you
that's the
were
whole
just doing
point.
it. This is good.
All right, Mom, you take the last one.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
All right, guys, as always, I
Good.
appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button. I would love it if you would consider subscribing. There's a button down below to click. And check out the links above and below for my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. I keep photos and video links to all my recipes, so please go check it out. And we'll see you next time. I appreciate
This is
you
one of the
watching.
best things he's made
This is so good.
You like
This
it?
is so good.
in the last few years.
This is
It's one
really
of the best things I made in the last few years, really.
no,
It
this
really is. It's awesome.
So 1 video a week, 53 weeks a year, so out of 106 videos over the last 2 years, this is the best.
all the work you put in.
This has sugar.
Scratch this video.
36
good.
hours sous vide a brisket. Nope, this is better.
No, but it is good though, by the way. It is
So
really
you
good.
guys saw. Okay,
This is one of those recipes you're like amazed that it came out so good
Yeah,
and it was
and
so
it's really easy. You saw it, like I said, 5
Yeah.
ingredients. So
It is
yeah.
good. It is
Try
really
it in
good.
the oven. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
16
Alright,
minutes,
guys.
like I said. Thank you for watching. Hit the hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and please come back and check out some more of my videos.
Or the sublet button.
What are you listening?
Check his videos out. They're really good. I'm telling you. Look, I've gained weight.
What are you laughing at? Ava Green?
You said
Come here.
It's because you want some splat.
All right, bye guys.
All right, see you next time.
Bye.
Yay!